Okay, we are back. This time, for the last time, at least for the time being anyway, the last Live Alive speedrun that I owe, which is the Live Alive Pacifist, all zero kills, Twilight of Edo Japan on the Switch speedrun thing, which should be way shorter than the run for Genocide, because you only need to basically get through and fight what is absolutely necessary in order to win. So we might be able to do multiple attempts of this today. Actually, just make sure that like this is in a screen where it's not going to keep playing the thing all the time. Yeah, so this is the Pacifist route, which basically means not killing anything that isn't required for the story. So no extra enemies, no extra things. Anything that doesn't count as a human, basically, because there's human enemies which count as kills, and then there's like demons, there's elemental, there's monsters, there's souls, there's ghosts and all that stuff. None of those count as killing enemies. They count as killing like they only count kills for humans. In this one, it's the same thing. So pretty much, if we want to make sure we get by, we have to kill things like the lost souls to get levels instead of normal enemies that you would find along the way. As I said, this would be the last one. The only other stuff I thought about doing maybe would be the boss rush for Orsted. Or maybe, if I eventually run out of content to do, maybe actually doing a full 100% playthrough of Live Alive on stream, because Triangle Strategy I never finished, I never played on stream, and this game I never played on stream either, so, the Triangle Strategy one probably wouldn't be to 100%, because you'd have to get every single character to level 50 or whatever it is, and that's a massive grind. I'd rather not do that, so we'd probably just go through and do all the routes and all the other stuff as usual. Let me just make sure everything works first, because I've not done a speedrun in a long couple of weeks. That's fine. So yeah. This will be the last Live Alive speedrun. So the next speedrun we'll do after this one is going to be Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. And I'm still working on the other speedruns at the moment, between Mario RPG and Dragon Quest 11. So that's what we're currently doing. Obviously the rest of this week, I wasn't intending to take both weekends off. Saturday ended up being... I wasn't able to upload Friday's video. It would have taken way too long to get done, so that was the thing. And then Sunday, Alison ended up going out with her friends anyway, so he wouldn't have streamed then. And also, some other stuff came up as well. So, Tuesday and Friday, hopefully we'll be back to more Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. I don't know if we're going to be finishing it. Even if I think about how it works, it's like, it took us 6 hours plus, or around 8 hours, to get through the entire, like, Rock Hawk section with the Glitz Pit, so I have no idea how long it's actually going to take me. And we'll just wait and see how it goes. Trying to think about what else is happening with, Tuesday, Friday will be that. So we probably won't finish that game today, this week. Saturday, hopefully we can do an Until Dawn playthrough with Alison again, finish that off, see how it goes. Sunday will most likely be, it'll be the same thing. Until Dawn and Day Off, or Day Off and Until Dawn, it'll be one of those two things. And then Monday we will return to Marvel Rivals, as we always do. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I would want to cover here. Already went through the week, already went through all the other stuff that's working. So this, unlike the genocide route where it was 100 kills and if you messed up a few times or you had to do everything, this one here, there's not really anything in terms of that you have to do. You can... This one's closer to the 80% route. There's a little bit of extra stuff that we have to do in terms of the routing here, but it's closer to the 80% than it is to genocide. So, because most of the time in the speedrun we're skipping fights anyway. In this one we skip a couple more fights because we don't actually do them, but there's a couple of extra fights we do not do in that run. So we'll probably go and keep doing this until I get to a point where I feel like I'm happy with it, and then we'll see where everything goes. And just hope for the best and see where it goes from there. So I'm gonna get my notes ready and make sure everything is up to scratch. And then we'll get started. So again, the first couple of runs will be a bit rough, but it'll be fine. I'm not sure I'll be coming back anyway for this. So let's make sure everything's working. And again, I gotta start on. I think I just used this one. I'm not playing this on the Switch 2. I don't know how fast the Switch 2 is in comparison. I know that I saw some runs for Let's Go, and it's at least 4 to 5 minutes faster with Let's Go. So I'm assuming that the Switch 2 will just save some time regardless, but we'll see. So as I said, this is the... This is the genocide route. So pacifist route. So much shorter than the genocide one should be, so... from what I remember, most of the stuff is just... there is a couple of things we have to do differently, but for the most part, I think it's just a thing. But we'll figure it out when we get there. So, again, the first run is always the roughest one, and then from there, we just keep improving from there, I guess. So, 3, 2, 1, go. So, if we make any mistakes here, it's fine, because we can just course correct anyway. I gotta get used to skipping with this, because every game has a different skip button in this one's ZR. B for Octopath, B for Mario RPG, sometimes it's start, sometimes it's other things, who knows. From what I remember, everything's basically the same, except until we get to... Gotta remember the controls again. Yeah. Enemies are always so scary. This password should be over here. No, do not click potato. That was what we were doing in the last run. Here, go to here, and then this will lead us to the roof, which is where the first change happens. We're gonna go and grab grab the Koban that's here. Over this side. It's the... Oh, did I didn't even mention which one to grab. Yeah, okay, this is what we need here. I don't know why I didn't have that mentioned in my notes. Alright, that's the first one we need. We need to grab Kobans. They're like little coins. We're gonna use those for later. That'll help us bypass a boss fight. So I'm gonna be a bit rusty when it comes to this because it's been a while since I've. Well, it's essentially the any percent route, but I gotta remember where the coins are because we need so many of them. This obviously. Now, all this is pretty much, actually, you know what, this first section is any percent, it's pretty much exactly any percent, except for, yeah, it is any percent, okay, never mind. This whole first part, outside of just, the whole Lost Soul section, is any percent, except for making sure to grab the Koban. Everything else is the exact same. Nothing else changes here. So I should just be focusing on the any percent route. Is this Katetsu here? I can't remember if we get the Katetsu. Why am I pausing? No, we don't. We don't get the Katetsu. That's right, we skip it now. Skip the Katetsu now, I forgot we skip it. Yeah. Oh, what am I doing this way? Yeah, it's again, any percent route except for... Any percent route except for the Koban. That's what all I gotta remember for this first part. Oops. Just gonna take a while to get used to this again. I gotta remember what I did here. I think I grabbed the stuff first. Because if I don't grab it, there's a chance that the enemies are gonna despawn from what I remember. Like, I've had this glitch before where it's doesn't load. So I think I have to grab the items first. I don't know why it happens. Yeah, from what I remember, I have to do the thing here. So we're gonna fight all the enemies in here twice, just like normal. But I have to grab the items in here first, otherwise, or an item first before I go and do the fighting, because I've had the game glitch on me, and where it just that's also supposed to be a different move, not this. I've had the game glitch on me. here is basically the same for the Lost Souls, except for just grabbing all the items and getting the crowbar, and that's it. So yeah, these don't count as kills because they're souls, versus human enemies, which count as human enemies, so... That's why we get away with it.
Who's that Pokemon?
I don't know how far through we're gonna get through this. We'll give it several attempts, but it should be way shorter than the previous one. But it's fine. I forgot to grab the items in there, didn't I? So now the next thing is... Yeah, there's another Koban, and I think I gotta grab. Where it is Yeah, once I familiarize myself with this a little bit more, we'll be better off, I think. But, I mean, I'm here for a while, so it's not like I won't have thing. We'll be fine. Like I can take my time with this if we think that the run is short, and also the run is short. Alright, first split. Just so we can go much faster. Gonna take a shower, but you'll be looking, no problem. Enjoy your shower. Thank you for stopping by and with the look. Hope that you're doing well otherwise. I have not been able to catch a Cozy Sunday stream in a while, just because my we need to say, whoops, what am I doing? I need to say very well here, don't I? Yeah, because we can't go back in. Can't go back in. Because normally we would go and fight those enemies, but we cannot. Instead, we need to go... I'm lost. Yeah, I think this is the way we're supposed to go, because we can't get there originally. That's what's bad. We're gonna go... I don't know which way I'm actually going. This is, Is it in here? I think it's in here, actually. Is it River or Origin? I can't remember. Hang on a second. I have not played this in a while. Why don't I remember? River was Origin, so Mountain is... Please be right. Alright, I think this allows me to go through, grab the items, right? Wait, this is not the right area. Oh no, I'm lost. I'm lost. East of the tree, all the way south and west of the bridge, all the way south and west of the doors, go west to the first set of double doors. Oh. Back to the revolving mall, back to here. Never mind, that's where we're going. We're going back through the, rooftops again. Oh no, he... Hang on a second, is this right? Is this right? How did he get this far? How did he get this far? I am so confused right now. Where are we? East of the tree, all the way south, west of the doors, first set of double doors, northeast of the thing, all the way west, Oh. No, we are doing this again. East and south, on the rooftops, first gear wheel, done that. Okay, so we're just repeating what we're doing before. We're just at risk of, yeah, that happening. Never mind, I mean, this is a first attempt. We can make mistakes. I just need to remember what the routing is. So at least give me time to actually do something. Okay, so what we have to do here is basically make our... when we fail to go through the door again, we have to basically make our way through the rooftops a second time, so that's the next step to remember. After the souls, go back and do the any percent again, all the way up until... Yeah, okay, I know where we're going. There's another person we have to actually ask them. We have to actually ask them where we're going. Thing. I know exactly where we're going. But we're trying to avoid all the human enemies, because we... See, you can see this guy. This guy has super... speed. Alright, so that's the second thing to remember. First thing, grab all the items. Second thing, when we have to return to the area, instead of returning there, we want to go... instead of returning there, we want to... repeat what we just did, and then I know where the next area is. But again, I'm wondering how fast I can get this finished, because it is a little bit longer than any percent, but it's not that much longer compared to things, because we do skip some fights that are actually... We skip one of the most annoying fights, probably the most annoying fight in this game. And the most annoying fight in this chapter, we definitely skip, and it's one of the most annoying fights, I should say. It's both things. In this particular speedrun, like for this chapter, it's the worst fight. It's just, you can die so easily without anything, you know, at your control. It's all positioning based. But it's also one of the worst fights in the entirety of the game because of, again, if your position, if they're in a good position where they're all close to you, you've just got to hope that they don't hit you with certain moves. Which is why we get backup, healing items, because if we don't have those healing items, we're doomed. Like, we're absolutely doomed. Alright, so we're gonna go to where that guy is right there, in the background. That's who we're gonna go and see. That will get us 2 more items, another Koban, and a... it'll get us a Koban and a Shinobi Birdline. I believe the password changed, didn't it? No, still Origin, okay. Wait, what? Oh, that's River, never mind, he changed the password. So in that, where that guy is, it will be a Koban and a Birdlime, I should say. And then we're going to go and grab 2 more, a Shuriken and another Koban. And then we have a couple other things that kind of change. But yeah, I'm making a lot of mistakes because I have not played this in a little while, and I've been playing other games. It's fine. It's fine to make mistakes on the first attempt. You can at least save a lot of time in the first chapter, that first split, easily. Alright, this is like the pace setter run to make sure that we have at least something to run up against, rather than just blank, I can't remember what I picked last time. Did I pick River or did I pick Origin? I don't actually remember. I think I picked Origin, so it should be River. Just trying to remember what the... Should I pick river? I think. Alright. Mountain is river, and then the other one. I'm gonna grab both of these. Another Koban, and I think it's back to any percent again. Yeah, it's back to any percent again. And then, now it changes here. And we grab both of these items. There's a shuriken in here. So that's a rice ball. There's a Koban in there. And a Nodo shuriken in here. So grab those. And then it's any percent again, I believe. Yeah, it's any percent again. Because then we gotta get a north up the ladder, go east, past the trapdoor, grab the Thuma. Yeah, this is exactly this. This is any percent again. Wait, because sometimes it's a little bit late there. Alright. That's the Fuma grabbed. Yep, this is all... should all be the same. Where we get the, this is where we get the other two items here. But again, the reason why I'm grabbing a lot more items is because we can't kill certain enemies. Yeah, this is where we... So a lot of this stuff actually is just any percent. Just gotta... within a couple of additional... with a couple of additional, like, chest grabs. That's really what it is. So this is our next fight. Which... is the exact same fight as what we normally... So this is the first mandatory fight that we have to do to pass. Again, any enemies that are demons do not count as... demons in this game do not count as as humans, like a kill. Kills only count humans. So this is the exact same fight as... it's the exact same fight as every other time. Ode and then Fuma. So human kills are the only kills that count. So killing demons, killing souls, killing ghosts, killing like elemental statues, none of that counts. None of that counts at all. Second splits. Now, this is where things change up a little bit. We want to go north through the wall. There's going to be a slot in the wall here, you can see. So we want to basically just keep giving it coins. So now something's changed. So now we go back here. Whoops. That's not what I was supposed to do. Hang on. I wasn't supposed to fall down the hole there. So what we've been doing is we've been collecting these Koban coins. We slot them into the slot. That will change the room that we were just in, where we will be able to get an additional fight, which after defeating that fight will then give us
Who's that Pokemon?
it will give us a dummy that, when used, can help us bypass the the 3 basket head fight, which is the most annoying fight in the game. Now, we don't get this in any percent because it's slower, because you have to go around and get additional Kobans, and also you gotta go around and get the additional Kobans. So we're gonna just mash the button until we get the 3. And it just takes too long, because you gotta go through additional routes and you gotta go and do things. But on the Pacifist route, we do it because it bypasses one fucking. So here we go. Summon. We want to put the mainspring, which we just got. This will now allow us to get into a fight. Against the Mimic, we want to do Shuriken Barrage on it twice to kill it. And then we're going to go north, interact with the slot again. And then from there we will gain access to another encounter. So now we've got a Mimic, which will follow us around, and we can use that. So put the other coin in. This is where we're supposed to go. Yep, here we go. So at this point, the dummy will kill all those enemies, as you just saw. Like, I can't show you the cutscene, but basically it bypasses that fight. We bypass the basket head fight completely, because the dummy is with us and we'll just kill them all, so it saves us a ton of time, but you can't do it in any percent, unfortunately, because otherwise I would, I don't know why I haven't got the prisoner's warning shot as a listed here. For some reason I just got that. It's like, it's not fine. We just, this fight is just mash. Just Shuriken Barrage, warning shot. Shuriken Barrage does the most damage. Warning shot whenever an enemy, well, not whenever. If you see the enemy has its attack bar in the red, it means it's preparing a super attack. So you want to do warning shot so that it interrupts the attack and causes it to waste its turn. But we're having bad luck right now with Shuriken Barrage. Usually it's over in about 5 Shuriken Barrages. This has been way more than 5. Because we just did not get, aren't getting enough hits. Yeah, this is terrible. This is actually terrible, Shuriken Barrage. And you got an attack, which... Yikes. This is a terrible, this is the worst Musashi fight that I've ever seen. Usually that fight's very, very simple. It's like 5 hits and he'll be dead. No, today we had really, really bad luck. 1 attack, 2 attacks. That was bad. Alright. So now it's basically the same thing. It's basically now just any percent. Nothing else really changes. We're done. That's how simple this is. Just to remember, just to get back into this and thing. So I think from now it's basically just follow the 80% route. I didn't level up. How come a Borohamaru doesn't have phantom butterflies? Interesting. He didn't level up. Hang on one second. How did this happen? Did I miss a fight? Let me check something real quick. Did I miss a fight? I don't think that I did. That one was that. That one was that. That one was that. Okay. Then Firefall, Firefall, Firefall. Oh, there. I see where we missed it. Yeah, we actually now. I don't know how. Actually, I need to check something real quick. How far off were we from a level up? Because I missed one fight. I think. Is that what's happened? So I'm looking over on my notes. Where have I missed this? That's been done. That was fine. That was done. Yeah, that's weird. Is it because... How far off am I from a level up, actually? I mean, I if I'm, like, one thing off, that would explain it. Because I was supposed to fight another lost soul. I guess I could technically go back. That would be very slow, but... Let me see how far off I am from an actual level up. Okay, you're supposed to do 7 levels. Yikes. Okay, that's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, I'm, that explains it. I need to go back and fight a soul. That should be fine. I know how to get back. It'll just take a lot of time to do so. It's fine, it's fine. This is, again, it's the first run. It's the first run of the game. I'm allowed to make mistakes. Because then I can make up for them later. So that's where I've made that mistake there. Let's just make our way back to the... Oh, that's not what I was supposed to do. Again, I'm making a lot of mistakes here. But I actually misread that, so, yeah, alright, that's fine. We can, it shouldn't impact too much of the thing. It'll just take some time. Now I remember. Now I will remember that now. You know what? It might actually be faster to fall down. This should take me back to the prison cell, right? Yep. It's actually faster. Oh. Okay. Again, I'm making all these mistakes because we'll make up for it next time. Already that's, yeah, alright. Alright, it's just, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. It's the first time we've done this run. Because usually I'm used to doing 2 sets of Lost Souls. Usually go in there, grab all the items, fight the Lost Souls the first time, back out, go back in, fight the 3 Lost Souls again, then back out, and then leave. This time you have to go in and do 1 extra soul. I would fight normal enemies, but that would void the trophy. So again, we're trying to get an actual one going. So yes, if I make mistakes, it's fine. I can rectify those. Because for the most part, this feels very much just like any percent, just with a couple of extra things to remember, so... And again, I have a lot of time to at least get this ingrained into my brain, because most of the other stuff's pretty easy to remember. So yes, even though I backtracked quite a bit, it's okay. So I know which way I'm going, I know what I have to do. And it's just a matter of avoiding the enemies. It's fine, it's fine. Alright, we got here. Now we just have to make our way back once we get to the thing. It's just one more lost soul will get me the level up, which will give me the phantom butterflies. Yeah, I'm so ingrained with that other thing, so it's fine. Like, he'll get a level up, it doesn't matter. So this should get me the phantom butterflies move. Alright, that's where it was. That's where we made that mistake. We didn't kill the extra lost soul. So now we can go back, fight Yotogimi, and then pretty much do everything else. I think this is fine. This is a fine run. I'm not sure how short it will be. It's a little bit longer than any percent. I might like this more than any percent actually, because you skip that annoying fight that I just hate. I hate the I absolutely hate the 3 basket head fight, Tessin Baso and Shuichi or whatever. I hate that fight. I hate that fight with a passion. It's just not a positioning. It's like, if you get good positioning, it can be very easy if they're all split apart, but because they can spawn on any given tile, it just depends on what they decide to do. Do they spawn on one tile? Where do they spawn? How close are they? If they move while you're trying to move out of the way, and if they are in a position where they can all hit you, they have moves that can poison you. There's moves that can put you to sleep. There's moves that will just... The damage is also really high, so... And it's a fight that you have to do. It's not just like you can skip the fight. You have to actually complete it. And it's not really a consistent fight in the sense of... not really a consistent fight in the sense of... keep forgetting. I've got to push the Y button or the X button. This time will easily be beaten. I can already tell you right now. Like, once I get a route down in my mind and just remember that it's any percent with a couple of extra. It's more so just remembering the extra stuff because I have the any percent route in my mind already. Just those extra little things. I think we have a lot of time today, if I need it. I was hoping that the stream would only be about 2 hours or so, but if I need to, I'm gonna do it so that it's, I'm gonna do it so that it's, as long as, this is it, I can't do anything about you. me alone. Yeah, so, what we'll do is I will keep practicing this until I feel like I can't improve it any further. And then we'll end the stream. But this is the first run, so let's get a time down, and then let's do a couple of extra run-throughs to make sure that it actually works, that everything's fine.
Who's that Pokemon?
I still remember how long some of my first runs of the single chapters and stuff. One single chapters, just the any percent run was as well. Like I really cut down. I think my first run of stuff I saved like 20 minutes in some chapters. Like it just because you. I saved like 20 minutes in some chapters just because I wasn't making many mistakes. This one here is going to be the same thing, where it's like, it should not be taking me this long to complete it, but I already know what I have to do. Just one extra, you know. And the first split is just one extra soul and grabbing that, grabbing the Koban. That's all that the differences are. Everything else is exactly the same. So I can get that down by at least a couple of minutes. For sure. It's not... usually I think it takes... I can't remember how long it is for the 80%. Is it about 6 minutes or 5 minutes to complete that in the normal thing? So it shouldn't take even that much longer. Oh, these have stopped grinding. I just realized this now. These aren't moving anymore. I wonder if that's because... I wonder what the reasoning for that is. Is it because we defeated the, Is it because we defeated the boss? I keep pushing X instead of Y. Just leave, please. Maybe it's because we defeated the Puppet Master that doesn't work anymore. Because they do mention about you get the clockwork thing for the mainspring. So maybe when he dies... where are we going again? Going back to Yodogimi, that's right. So I've never explored the rest of this map. I'm sure that there's still things that can go missing. There's still things that are going to be missing from this. Like extra things you can grab. There was still stuff that we hadn't even fought. That's why I was thinking, like, if I run out of things to play, maybe we could do a run of this where we try to beat everything. Yeah, even these aren't working anymore. So I guess all the traps and all the things are tied to the Puppet Master, maybe? Because none of the traps are even working anymore. All these things aren't working in the... I'd never actually gone back and seen that this was the case. I guess it makes sense if the Puppet Master is the one in control of all the traps and stuff, that after we defeat him and then they no longer work. Because this has at least some interesting, there's usually some interesting things about this chapter that can, like, there's still stuff that we haven't done. Like, there's a, that giant, shadow in the water, it's a giant fish. That you have to face. Which is, I think it's like the secret boss of this chapter, so it's like, it's actually... I think every chapter has some sort of like extra boss to it. And I think every chapter has some way to grind out items and things as well. Alright, after all this time, we should just go over this overview. I'm gonna make sure that I have everything written out. Not written out, okay. Now this fight should go actually properly. I don't know how long that took me to get back, but again, we're gonna save a ton of time, so it's gonna look really silly, but this is the way things go. This might be its single turn. Yeah, this might be a single turn. That's a shame. That's a shame. A single turn, go to gimme, and then yeah, just all that went wrong. That's not what I wanted, but I mean it's still good. But after all that, like I get a single turn fight against her, which usually never happens. Alright, so we want to accept the main sash here because if we don't, it's a boss fight. It's a fight against a human enemy. We don't want that to happen. 2 more fights left. This is definitely way slower. My shuriken barrages are just not hitting. And then we have one more fight left. Alright. Can definitely save a lot of time. Not too much actually new to remember. Alright. So now we have to just do Shuriken Barrage and... pretty much now just hope for the best. The only stuff that changes here is pretty much, if he's charging up an attack that we want to do a warning shot because otherwise it's gonna poison. It's the only time that we want to actually do an attack with why are we getting like all these hits now with I'm so confused. We're getting constantly like 6 hits on this, but we're not getting didn't get any of that on any of the other bosses. Just crazy. Maybe it's because it's a bigger target, I don't know. What is this? What actually is this? I am so confused. I am so confused right now with this. Every fight was like 1 shuriken, 2 shuriken. This one was just like, I know everything's gonna hit. And then that's the sword that you get for not killing anything. Obviously we're not gonna be able to use it, but... This is obviously a very, very, very rough run. Very, very rough run. Yeah, that was it. We can go much faster than 48 minutes. Obviously, considering how many mistakes I made, that is actually a lot higher than I thought. I'm just gonna get all. It's perfectly fine. Oh, why? Alright, let's go through what happened, obviously, and then we'll we'll have a look and see what's gonna happen. Let's keep going. We're gonna do more, of course. Let's keep doing some more runs. Again, most of this was just not having a time at the moment. Now that we have one, I think we can easily beat it. Outside of getting lost and messing up the lost souls, we should be fine. After the lost soul stuff, gotta remember to get the extra lost soul. That's the one thing I forgot. Gotta make sure that I get all the things done for that. I've got to remember where the Koban locations are. I've got to remember to backtrack from, after we've done the grinding, to backtrack basically all the way through 80% like you normally do. And then just remember where to get the Kobans, remember where to get the additional items, and then just hope for better fights. That seems to be what we have to do. Just hope for the best when it comes to that. Obviously some fights could be much better than this, but in this situation they're probably not going to be that much optimized. And then just remembering the passwords, that's also going to be something as well. But again, I think I can keep doing this and getting better. Like, it's not going to be this long. I'm trying to think anything else happened. Like, again, most of the fights were fine. They all, all the fights basically went fine except for just being slow because we were just not getting enough hits out. That's pretty much all that I have to say. Like, most of this stuff is... Yeah, that's mostly what it is. This run, I think I can definitely cut down with a couple more attempts. Now that I have a basic understanding of what to do, just once we grab all the Kobans, we can pretty much just go and do whatever. So let's let up another run, save it, and then do another one, I guess. Let me save my splits. I think one gives me... yes. Okay, there you go. So now we can start a new, fresh chance. So let's get things going. 3, 2, 1, go. We can do this. So first split alone is just extra lost soul and grab the Koban. Pretty much all that I have to remember. Everything else is standard procedure. remember getting to flashlight like once. Very quickly, and you can just get through it normally. Let's see how much time we can save. That fight always scares me if he's gonna thing, but if you can usually get into the door fast.
Who's that Pokemon?
Should be river. Oops, that's this way. So yeah, anything that changes here is the curve on. Which we grab to the right and then we just skip everything else. Just remember not to touch the mice because they give me. And for some reason I didn't write that there was the one on the left here. It should have been that. So we only need to grab this one. And this enemy will appear. And then we just tell him to. Sometimes you gotta be careful. He runs much faster than a lot of the other enemies do, so he'll be back when we return. Okay, I'm gonna grab the items first. In the off chance that something happens where the game crashes, because that's happened to me a lot. And I don't know why. It seems to only be on this version. Or there's just something that... If I grab the items first, it for some reason registers that I'm not going too fast, maybe? I have no idea. So just one extra shadows, one extra lost soul before we go. Alright, grab the other 2 items here. I'm not even sure why we need them, to be honest, because most like you can probably get by without grabbing them at all. It might just be for backup. That's probably all it's there for. This is part 2. Grab these for part 2. And then we go back in and make sure we kill at least 1 more. So we have enough to get the level up for Phantom Butterflies. Then pretty much we're just going back to that other door. Alright, so we make sure we get 1 more fight so we get close enough for a level up. I believe so we get the Yodogimi before the Yodogimi fight. Otherwise we'll have made that mistake again. Then it's just any percent until we get to the next area. And where we have to grab more Kobons. And then it's like, it's almost like, here's one thing to do, and then there's any percent, and then there's another thing to slightly do differently, and then there's any percent again. That's pretty much what happens. So we're gonna go back here. We basically make our way back all the way through everything that we've already done. Because we can't go back through that door, because if we say I will not, that means we're going to be getting into a fight. And that's a fight against human enemies, and again, human enemy fights is a no-no. I forgot to split. Never mind. I was supposed to split. Let me actually figure out how do I skip split? I was supposed to split ages ago. Let me just skip that one, it's fine. It doesn't matter. Like, we're supposed to split after the Lost Soul. I completely forgot to do that. It's okay. Because we didn't do anything wrong there anyway. Again, if we do get to about the 2-hour mark, I might actually just call it anyway, because there's not probably going to be a lot that I can really improve on with this anyway. I didn't see what time it would have been if I did split, so I was distracted by other things. We might be able to do 3 runs of this. But it's already 11 minutes. Get out of there, like, no. This, I don't know why the Shinobi there. He starts off like at the top, which is where you start, but then when you get to the next part here, he's somehow already running around trying, and he knows where you are, but yet if you go all the way out to the other side, he doesn't know where you are. So yeah, like to me, this isn't anything that I'm doing incorrect. I'm not sure if leaving and I don't think you can flee the fight because I don't know what happens if you do. That's why I've so here he doesn't follow me, but for some reason he knows where I am when I do the other part. So I don't know. So now we've got to go basically all the way around to talk to that guy. I can't remember what the password is, so that's what that's gonna also get me here. So hopefully we get a notification. Really? How did he spot me? Yeah, I might not. I might give this one more go after this run. To see how far we can get. Speedrun. No, it's okay. It's origin. Mountain is origin, river is mountain. I don't remember what else. else? Is there anything else that I'm...
Pokemon?
Yeah, I feel like if I reach the 2-hour point and I've done this, I don't know what else I can really improve on outside of just not getting caught, but... I don't know how I'm somehow doing worse. Is just because of... I mean, we should still at least save time near the end because of the other thing, but it's like, I don't remember how long this takes me. It shouldn't take nearly this long. But we did also have bad fights. But I have also been, you know... So now I think this is where it becomes 80% for a little bit. Okay, so now the puzzle is River. I think that's all the Kobans that we need, from what I can recall. So then pretty much now we just do 80% until we get to the... I think I've got all the code ones if I check real quick. Yeah, okay, so now it's pretty much just the 80% sum until we get to the code 1 section. So we might do one more run after this one, just to see how we go. Considering time-wise, it's a very short run. And I seem to have a little bit of a better idea of how everything works. And even the stuff with the Koban, it's like it's not too hard to remember. It literally happens right after we do this Genii section. And then just remember the 80% round. So yeah, I think I can do this probably without notes, I think. So like those things here, they don't count as, you can see there's like different spirits and stuff. I can kill those as much as I want to and they still will give me levels. They don't count as, human enemies, so those don't therefore count as kills, because you're not actually killing something, you're killing, charm. Oh, what am I doing? This is shurikens. I'm gonna try and do another run of this, but I'm gonna try and do it without, most of the notes and just see how we go. Remember to split this time. Alright. Plus it'll allow me to at least see how we can go with the other ones. So, we go in here, spend 3 Kobans. Spend 3 Kobans, go down, fight the Mimic, spend the last Koban, then go and do the other. Alright, put the mainspring in. Mainspring will get it activated, fight it. And then we reactivate the Shuriken Barrage thing. But yeah, you can see the big difference between the Musashi and Yotagimi fight, which is where we're gonna save a lot of time just because we didn't make a mistake with that other section. So, do the Koban again. And then now it's pretty much just 80% the entire lane. Rest of the lane. Nothing else should change except for just missing out on one fight. So let's see if our luck is better with damage. Yeah, already like doing more damage there. That's what I'm talking about. This is what I mean, where it's like we were getting like 1 hit, 2 hit with Shuriken Barrage every single time when we first fought him. Now we're getting 4 or 5 hits, and it's just random. A lot of the time that you'll save is just dependent on RNG. Like 5 hit, 4 hit, 4 hit. There's a 2-hit one, that's not all that great. A 1 hit? Yes, as I said, 5 hit, 4 hit, 4 hit. 5 hit, 4 hit, 4 hit, 2 hit, 1 hit, and then, yeah, just not good luck. You usually end that fight much faster. Alright, there's Phantom Butterflies, which is what we needed for thing. Alright. Everything else is pretty much bog standard. Yotagimi, we pretty much just do Phantom Butterflies on Oda, we do the same thing. And Gatmahibi, we do the same thing. Now, if she falls asleep or takes so much damage like what she did last time, that would be very nice. That might not be enough. She's poisoned, which I don't know if this puts her in. Okay, she actually got her turn first before we got ours. Alright, I don't know if this is enough to kill. Okay, no it is. Okay. She just got her turn first, unfortunately. That other time was the most perfect fight you can get. Just 2 hit, dies in 2 hits. Dies in 2 hits and fell asleep. And, didn't get a turn. That time it was just slow. Now, the 18 minutes is obviously not really real time save. So I think I can probably do this without a guide. I want to see if I can. Really? None of those hit. That's not good. That's gonna be a bit slow. Hey, one? You kidding me? This is garbage. This is a terrible fight. What actually is this fight today? We're not. That's the first time I think I've seen an all misses Shuriken Barrage. Yep. Alright, obviously, like, again, this can be greatly improved. Again, we'll do another run after this because it's about half an hour long, and I'm going to try and do it without a guide to see if I can remember everything, because I'm fairly certain I can do it. I might even try some other things to see if it works. Now everything's just up to how many hits we get. And just every now and then looking at the, watching to make sure that he doesn't do any attacks. Never mind, he... This is way longer than last time because of the attacks. Oh, I got 2 turns in a row? Okay. Alright, we can. I think we can do one more run and it'll be okay. After all those mistakes. If we can do like one run without making like a lot of mistakes outside of maybe like the fleeing stuff. There's the sword that we can't use because you've got to use it in post game, but there's 2 swords though that you can get. You can get one from yeah, there we go. So that was what, 18 minutes time save for that, like just with not making any mistakes. Obviously there were still some slight things where we just think, but in terms of the actual fights though, like Musashi's fight was still, started off, the first half was good, the second half was bad. Yorigime's fight was still 2 turns, but she got a turn before us, so that was the thing. And then Oda's fight was terrible. We got really bad Shuriken Barrage stuff, and then everything else was fairly standard. So I'm probably going to go and give this another go. And then we'll see what our time is for that, and then from there we'll probably decide to stop stream, because I only want to do a short stream anyway. So yeah, we'll see. We'll do another run, I think. This time I'm going to try and do it without looking at the gut notes, because I think I have the areas down of what I would need to actually do. Oh, just in time. Just in time for one last attempt of the day. Welcome in, everyone. Let me give you a shout out real quick, Havoc, for the raid. Thank you so much.
Who's that Pokemon?
Go. Welcome in, Raiders. We are gonna attempt one more Live Alive run of the night, or day, evening, no. The time zone. I can't even get my own time zones right. How was Ragnarok today? Hope that everything was good. One more run for tonight. Right on time though for the raid. We're just about to get started actually. Gonna try and do this without looking at my notes and see if I can do something. How was stream? Welcome in, Raiders. I do a lot of Switch games, platinum playthroughs, speedruns, reaction videos, all that good stuff as always. Oh, you got Johnny on. I saw the thumbnail. Yeah, I saw the yeah. You got Johnny to play. But then again, he does like playing RPGs, so it's like I'm not all that too much surprised. But let me actually just make sure this is ready to go before I get started. But I hope everybody's doing well today, having a good time zone. I took the weekend off because I just ran out of time to be able to stream on both days. So hopefully we can get back into the swing of things this week, starting with today. We're gonna go and get everything started. Everyone just give me a sec, and we'll go. We're gonna try and do this without, this is a, Live is a turn-based RPG. It's a remake of the original game on the SNES, no, Super Famicom actually. We're trying for a pacifist route, so we're not going to kill any enemies. Thank you for the lurk as well. We're not going to kill any enemies. We're not going to, we're going to kill enemies. We can't kill any human enemies. No human enemies can be killed in this. So, we only kill spirits and ghosts and demons. No humans can be harmed in this to be considered pacifist, even though we are technically killing, but we're not killing anything that counts to kill, so... that is what we're gonna do right now. We're about to get started, so let me... So 3, 2, 1, go. Last attempt of today. I'm not gonna do any more, I don't think, unless I make some sort of major mistake. But everyone came in just in time. I hope everyone is doing well though today. Should be a nice, chill run. Please remember that Y is the button to disappear, not X. It's the one thing that I keep forgetting in this. So we don't want to fight any human enemies. They count as a kill if they die, so obviously let's avoid that as much as possible, because this is 0 kills. We did 100 kills a couple of weeks ago. So we're going to bypass a lot of enemies. We're going to also, yeah, we're going to bypass a lot of enemies. Just run through the story pretty much, and only fight a couple of actual things. So, if we see mountain, river is always the password. If we see river, I think origin's the password. I can't remember which one it is. It's whatever it is. I'm trying to do this without a guide, so... This today will be a short stream, because to get back into things before I start doing more RPGs again. Yes, I do a lot of RPGs. I don't know what I did when I started streaming. I did not expect as out of every game that I would play, I did not expect RPGs to be the core part of my playing. Obviously, we want to avoid this Shinobi as much as possible, because they run at us very fast. There are a couple of things we're going to do differently in this compared to normal any percent. We've got to click these coins. We use those coins to bypass a boss fight, which is the most annoying fight in this game. Or at least for this chapter anyway. We want to avoid that completely. And when I say avoid, we want to like completely avoid that fight. It's just very, very bad. Think 3 ninja enemies that can spawn at any random point of the map on the squares, and you can be 2-shot by any of them. If they surround you in a way that you think they can just kill you that way, it's not a fun fight. So what we're going to do is we're going to bypass the fight completely by just using these coins to pay for a dummy to kill the fight immediately. Because who wants to deal with this fight, right? Nobody wants to fight the... So we're going to fall down a hole intentionally. And we're going to hide here at this door. Going to wait for the guard to come back around. He's going to be like, where did they disappear to? How did they disappear? Well, we're a ninja. Of course we disappeared. They think that we've escaped. They're going to spawn just behind us, which means we can just then run by and they will never know that we're even gone. So the first part of the run won't deviate too much from any percent. The only things that will change is make sure we grab the Koban like we did in the other area, and also making sure that we grab the extra lost soul. We need to grab an extra lost soul here compared to any percent because we are going to be down in experience points. Because we are not fighting human enemies, some human enemies that would have made up for the experience, so to do that we have to kill an extra lost soul, otherwise we lose time. That is the main reason for doing so. Again, human enemies, we don't want to fight them at all, so we have to let... we will come back here to trigger their thing. I will be grabbing the items in here first. If we grab the items first, the game will not break. I've had... Every time I've come here and I've fought something before I've grabbed the items, I get a black screen. So I always just grab these items first, as a just in case. And then these fights are lost souls, which do not count as human enemies because, well, they're souls. And souls don't count. Even though they've got a fancy robe on, it doesn't matter, they are souls. So we're gonna fight all 3 souls here. Then we're gonna grab the 2 items, leave, come back and fight 3 more souls. Because yes, these do infinitely spawn. And then we're gonna leave and then go back in and fight 1 more. And that will be the lost soul portion of this finished. And as we level up, we'll start using element moves, because they're just faster, and they kill them in 1 go, instead of 3. Welcome in, Johnny. Thank you for stopping by from the raid as well. Hope you're having a good night tonight. A lot of familiar faces from the Brotherhood stopping by. Do appreciate it. Alright, so as I said, we need to leave, come back, the souls will still be here, and we just keep fighting the souls until we have 7. So we've killed 3, gonna kill these 3, come back in, and then kill 1 more. And then we'll be all set. Yeah, today's stream will be very short. I'm probably going to finish up after this run. I don't think I'll do more. So we can at least take a bit of a break in preparation for the rest of the Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, which is going to take me a long time to get them, I think. But we'll see how we go. We'll see how everything goes before we finish up. Might be able to get another couple of things done. I usually don't like to switch games in between streams. I'd rather just end the stream and upload the video. Hopefully I'm not getting sick, because I feel like my throat's getting sore, but at the same time, like, maybe it's just because, I don't know. Allison's getting better though, at least I think she is. I didn't see her this morning because she was gone by the time I woke up, but we'll see, hopefully she's well. So that's all the Lost Souls. We've learned Shuriken Barrage. Now we just go and we can't make our way back through the castle the normal way, because if we try to go back to the castle, as you will see here, if we try to go back to the castle and do the stuff here, they're going to, if we say I will not, we have to fight them, which means that would count as a kill, so I do have to still trigger that, just to let that know. Is this the Switch version? Yes. It's the normal Switch version. Although it is available on PC, I believe it's on everything actually. PC, PS4. I bought it on the Switch because none of those versions were announced at the time. Of course, the original is on the Super Famicom, I believe. I think the original came in like '94. I never played the original. I have seen the original. It is not... Oh, wait, this mouse is in the way. So this guy is really annoying. The Shinobis can just run at supersonic speed, but we got by him without a fight, so... Have you played this before? I know you like playing RPGs. If you have not played this, I do highly recommend it. It is not as long as a lot of other RPGs, but it has a lot of variety, and it does give you a lot of freedom to play how you kind of want to. And you get 8 travelers, or 8 different characters from 8 different time periods. This is also a, I guess I should mention this because this is a pacifist route. This is actually one of the games that inspired Toby Fox to make Undertale. So the pacifist genocide route system that Undertale uses, this is the game that inspired him to add that system into the game. Because you can do 2 routes on this. You can do a no kills, which is what we're doing right now, and you can do a 100 kills, which is obviously kill 100 human characters. That's not what I was trying to do, but fine. I didn't want him to run. I should have waited. It's fine. I'm not going to redo this. Yeah, there are a couple of games. This game and thing that inspired Undertale, of course. So, I mean, I liked Undertale, but at the same time, I felt like it doesn't fit my playstyle. My playstyle when it comes to an RPG is I don't like to be underleveled, so while I did do a pacifist route run when I played the game for Undertale, I did not do the genocide one. I didn't want to play that. And I didn't like the fact that the game was kind of like, oh, you get punished for the like, Johnny. Thank you very much for coming in as well. Let's try this again. Okay, please leave. Thank you. Okay, that's what I was supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. Wait for him to leave. Alright, so now once we pretty much get the Kobans, we're gonna go to where that guy is right there. He's going to, he's blocking a door that has, 2 things we need. I'm pressing Y to have that invisible sheet go over me so that the enemies don't get alerted and they come running at me. So this will change the password. So password is River now. This will get us another Koban. And then now we continue on to any percent a little bit. So we need 4 Kobans, 3 of them to unlock the room to defeat the thing, so the other one's right here. And then we need one of them to be able to bypass one of the fights. I think the way it works is the mimic, the more Kobans we have, the more fights you can bypass or something like that. I can't remember exactly, I haven't looked into it, but we collect them to get the Mimic, and the Mimic will deal with the nastiest boss fight in this run, which normally ends my runs, so thankfully I don't have to do that here. Thankfully I can just play normally. There's a nice pace with this, I guess you would say. At least in terms of... you do the 80% stuff, and then you do a little bit of something extra, and then you just go back to normal 90%. And you bypass a really bad fight, so that's also a fun little thing. Once we get to like the boss rush, essentially, which is coming up very shortly, that's pretty much like the rest of the game. So you can see these enemies here, they look like frogs. They've got enemies here that look like demon statues with fire and thing. Those do not count as enemies because they are like spiritual, you know, entities. They don't count. We're going to mash through the text here. For the, we're going to skip through the text first, and then mash through this one, because it's only one box. So this is our first boss fight. We should save a number of minutes here. So we want to do the Enema Charm on these bots. That will kill all of them, and then we just do shurikens on the boss. We just stick in the corner and... we just stick in the corner and throw shurikens at this enemy. So Ode first, and then a Fuma to finish. We do have backup items in case something goes wrong, but usually, even at a slightly lower level, these shurikens do... well, the shurikens aren't based on our level or anything, they do set damage. So that's another thing. So we need the mainspring for what we're about to do now. As I mentioned before, those Kobans that we've been collecting, we're going to use them in this slot. We've got 4 of them, so we want to use 3. 3 Kobans to unlock the... to change the room that we were just in. Which you will see in a second. It'll change from what we were just in to what we want. So we're going to leave the last Koban to last. Going to go into the room. We're going to use the mainspring. Going to use the mainspring on the dummy. And then we're going to fight the dummy. Which will then join our side. And then we're going to go and pay that final Koban into the slot. Which will allow us to bypass a fight. Completely. The next fight that we do is pretty much won instantly. From what I can understand. So we'll take it with us. Pay the Koban. Now I look at it, it looks like that thing that Meowth has on its head. I just saw that now. I'm not I'm pretty sure that's the same shape and look of what Meowth has on its in the middle of its head. So you're gonna see here, I can't show the cutscene, but usually you're supposed to fight those 3 enemies. No, you don't need to fight them. The mimic deals with them. Alright, now we're going into a fight that's really annoying. It's been very bad the last couple of times. So let's see if the luck is better. That's a good start. Keep it up. So we want to do warning shot every time we see he has a red flashing thing to interrupt his attack for free, so he doesn't get an attack off. Another good hit. Okay, nice. Another good hit. Keep it up. Okay, I'll take a 3. That's better than what I've been getting the last times. And we finish the fight here, hopefully. Maybe. There we go. That's basically what's supposed to happen. It could be a little bit faster, but yeah, sometimes it's just not going to be. Alright, that gets us our level up to get Phantom Butterflies. We'll be using that in the next room. Not next room, the next fight. If we can get lucky here, we can finish the fight in 2 moves. And she won't attack us, hopefully. That happened in my first attempt, and in the second attempt she got an attack off. Which is slower, but what can you do? It's just RNG. So Phantom Butterflies. If she falls asleep, that would be nice. That will should hopefully end the fight. Sleep? No? Okay. She got an attack off. Sometimes she'll fall asleep. I think she just healed from that as well, so now we're not going to be able to finish the fight fast. Never mind, she healed from... Alright, now I'm going to have to do Phantom Butterflies a second time. Fortunate. So normally, if she falls asleep from Phantom Butterflies, you can kill her with the scroll. Unfortunately, there she got an attack off, so it was a bit slower. Hey, we didn't die. That's one thing that can happen. You can also have things happen where you're incapacitated. So we want to accept the maid's gift. Otherwise, we have to fight a human enemy, which would not void the trophy. So, which would void the trophy. It would void the run because we killed someone. So. Alright, this fight has been very annoying today, so let's just see if this works. Oh, and a resub. Thank you very much for the resub, Victory. I greatly appreciate it. This actually should finish the fight. I will get to that in a second. No, it did not. Never mind, I should have just ended the fight with something else. It's fine, we can end the fight here. Still faster. Thank you very much for the 9 months, Victory. I greatly appreciate it. You're having a good stream. I think you were streaming before I started, so... Here's the clap of the thing, by the way. I always do that after a sub. Alright. Last fight, and then we'll get him out of here. So this is around a 25-minute run. 20-25 minutes? There's not much else that I could improve on, to be honest, with this. I did it with no guide, so... I think that is a testament to that. Now, this fight is just really wacky and weird, so just bear with me. We'll, as long as he doesn't do a lot of attacks, we should be fine. Pretty much we just stick in the back here and we just fling our shurikens at him. We do our best Naruto impression. Well, I don't even know if Naruto does. I've never watched Naruto, so I have no idea if he even does throw shurikens. And yeah, this is the fight. Just keep throwing shurikens at the boss while it moves around and does things. That's pretty much it. Sometimes he'll attack and sometimes he will just walk around and do nothing. This should be an end of the fight. There we go. Pretty much what you want to happen. That's the final boss. At least for this chapter. The final boss just walks around and you just throw shurikens at him, and then you throw some more shurikens at him. Then you throw some more shurikens at him. There we go. You know what? That run must have gone so well. That run started with a raid. And that's probably what made the run be so good. To be honest. We saved almost 5 minutes. So thank you for that timely raid. There we go. 25:18. Obviously I could be a bit faster in terms of not making mistakes with some other stuff, but... Nice. Nice fitting end to the, last one of the day. Yeah, that was good. I'm gonna make sure I save this for a second. Let me save my splits. There we go. Obviously, the only stuff I could change would be just making sure I'm more consistently faster and get better in the fights. But the fights, again, are kind of random, as I said. All the navigation was pretty much fine, except for the wrong password and getting caught on by one of the enemies, I think. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It's, I believe they always say mountain as the thing, and you've got to say either river or origin. That's what it usually is. All the Koban stuff was pretty easy to find. All the we didn't forget the Lost Soul. The Puppet Master fight was consistent. That's pretty much always been the same. The Koban stuff was fine. The Musashi fight was basically standard. Yodogime's fight was slow because she got an attack off and I had to do an additional thing. Oda Ida was a little bit faster at first, and then it slowed down, and then Gamahebe was basically the... That's the way that fight is. That fight is just throw shurikens, and that's all that you do. That's the quickest way to do the most damage. Is just throw shurikens and just watch it wander around and do nothing. But now I can catch up with chat a little bit. But yeah, thank you very much for the resub. Officially again.
Who's that Pokemon?
Obviously, I don't think I'll do another run of this, because if it's going to come down to fights is just RNG, and it's not something that I'm necessarily... The only thing I could improve on is just navigation, but I think I already... The only thing I made a mistake on was the one password, and I think I got caught in one fight, but I can't remember everything else, so... So yeah, we got to 2 hours after all that. I thought I would think, but you know what? I'm happy with doing that. I don't think I have any more reason to keep playing. I mean, we got the raid right as we got into the last run of the night, so run of the day, I should say. So that felt like very good timing. Obviously, the rest of this week. Actually, I should mention before. Like, this is the last run for this game. Unless I do something else. I don't think anything else has come out for it yet, though. Eventually, I'll get around to doing a playthrough of this on stream, like a full playthrough of the game, with all the voice acting and stuff, because there is English voice acting in this. There's an English dub. And we'll try and do a 100% playthrough. There is a guide that I saw that has a 100% playthrough on it, so that'll be all the secret bosses. I don't have the game on PlayStation. If I did, I would probably try for the Platinum, because that's, there's a Platinum Trophy. There's a Platinum Trophy for Octopath Traveler as well, but I've already finished Octopath Traveler 1 on stream. And I don't think I'd want to play the game a second time, because I've already kind of... Now, granted, that was one of my earliest, that was actually my first Switch game that I played on stream. It was Octopath Traveler 1. Octopath Traveler 2 I got the Platinum Trophy for. Octopath Traveler 1 was only on Switch at the time, so... Maybe at some point we can go back and play Octopath 2? So Octopath 1, and maybe do a speedrun, not a speedrun, like a Platinum Trophy kind of run, but just on the Switch version? Not really sure if that would be of interest. Because I do have games to think about. I've just got so many games. And so many RPGs. That's the one thing as well. I have a lot of games, but a lot of the games that I've been getting recently are all RPGs, which then require, like, a lot of time dedication to finish. I was not expecting Mario Luigi budget to be over 100 hours. I was not expecting, Dragon Quest XI to be 200 hours. But hey, that's also what we made, really good content, and people really like that. So, I like playing RPGs. What can I say? There's nothing else that I can say about it. I like playing RPGs. More so than I actually expected I would when I first started. I tried to do variety, but at the same time, there's just so many RPGs, and RPGs are very diverse in terms of what they actually have. So it does kind of feel like you play a different game each time. Whether it's turn-based, action-based, hybrid. Even something like Claire Obscure, 33 Expeditions. I haven't got that game yet, but that is kind of like what I'm talking about in terms of stuff. I will get around to that at some point, but not anytime soon. I'm trying to think what else. Next, a lot of speedruns. It'll be Let's Go Eevee. We might do one run of that to see how it goes. Since that can have a lot of problems. I might come back and do something on the Switch too, eventually, with these, because I know that these are probably going to run much faster on the Switch 2. And I don't think anyone else has the Switch 2 at the moment with that, so, I mean, I can check to see how fast it is, but considering that Let's Go saves like 4 to 5 minutes just on loads, this game should save some time, regardless of whether it's a thing or not, so it's definitely going to be worth a test. But I have to wait until Allison moves the Switch 2 into here, so we'll wait and see. In terms of other stuff with playing, we will be back to Thousand Year Door Tuesday through Friday, hopefully. Saturday or Sunday, one of those days, should be Until Dawn with Allison. She might be able to finish that game, I'm not sure. Depends on how much time we have. Depends on how long it takes. If she already said on stream that if the characters die, she's going to try and kill all of them. So that will make the playthrough cut down significantly in time. Just because it's killing all the characters saves you tons of time of not having to explore around. Also, so that might be finished this week, either Saturday or Sunday. The other day will be a day off. Monday we'll be back to Rivals, and then we'll keep trying to get... I kept saying I'm going to get back to the normal schedule, and then I took 2 days off, so it's like... I didn't even, like, wasn't even consistent in what I was saying, so I hate promising things and then I don't deliver on them. But sometimes stuff gets in the way, and it just is the way that it is. So yeah, everyone can expect that in the future. Obviously, I let everyone decide which games we play anyway. And everyone knows what the schedule for those are. I don't really think I have much else to talk about. So yeah, with all that being said, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Every like, comment, subscription viewing this video gets me closer to monetization, helps my content feel, helps my content become more accessible and easy to find. I upload all my past Plat records as well as Let's Plays and Let's Plays to the YouTube channel, which you'll find a link down below to the games list for the games we've played and streamed thus far, all in the newest playlist, all the upcoming games, DLCs, Switch games get into the channel partnerships as well. Working on more Plat Play Pass segments of games we have the Platinum Trophy for, as well as a switching things up segment games on the Switch, along with more Triangle Strategy experience, Ultra Triangle Dare experience, and Pokemon Lets Go Eevee doing those. The live notes, obviously we just finished this now, officially, all the live stuff's finished. Pokemon will be next, 2 weeks away. I'm working on Super Mario RPG Remake at the moment. I'm working on Dragon Quest 11 at the moment, and obviously Final Fantasy Picture Masters stuff as well. I upload everything to YouTube because of a 14-day limitation on my videos before they upload to Twitch, and I want that to be a separate place for everyone to find my content to do so. And you'll also get a notification of when I go live on there as well. Follow or subscribe to me on Twitch at 100 subscribers. Oh, that actually did update. Nice. I just realized that now. The tally actually updated on my thing. Usually, sometimes it just refuses to update, so that's also a problem. 100 subscribers, I'll be doing a Final Fantasy 2 Picture Remaster Speedrun. I just get access to more channel point redemption points as well to vote on the next game. Once we finish Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, Princess Peach Showtime, Ace of Investigations Collection, Donkey Kong Returns, and Luigi's Mansion 2. We do have 3 more options for everyone to choose between: Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, and Metaphor Fantasio. Those are the choices there. Also get sub badges, emotes, as well as ad reviewing, or you can choose to get Adblock, Twitch Turbo, or you can watch the ads. I greatly appreciate everyone's support today for the subs, bits, lurks, raids, shoutouts, lurks, chats, as always. I will be doing Rivals next week, next Monday. Quick matches, competitive mini games. I want to see how far I can get. I mean, I got to Silver 3. I'm actually surprised. I don't know if I'm improving or if it's just thing, but considering I took like a month off nearly and I got to Silver 3, I don't know how that was possible. I'm thinking it has to do... Something's changed in the game. It feels much smoother for some reason for me now. I don't know what's happened. It just feels like it's smoother. And I don't know if it's improved my gameplay or not, or thing, but for some reason it has. Follow me on Twitter to be notified when I go live. Wish I'm in Discord. I will send you an invite to my friends. Discord server close to 2,000 members. Still going strong, playing topics and games to discuss it as well. I'm very active there, and you also get a notification of when I go on as well. Also, obviously, the Brotherhood Discord. It's where a lot of the people that have helped me reach affiliate and help a lot of other people reach affiliate as well. And make some new friends as well. And really good community, really good way to get some connections if you're just getting started. And helpful tips as well, because there's a lot of very knowledgeable people in there that can help out with pretty much anything, to be honest, I would say. Also, if you want to check out who made my stream over, you can find a link down below in store for that as well. So... Where are we going? What are we gonna do? Raid. Right. Yeah, we're gonna raid. Alright, we're gonna raid. If anyone has any raid requests I want me to make, I will gladly do so. Otherwise, we shall just see who's currently streaming and give them the raid, because, yeah. Short stream today, but that doesn't mean that we can't just raid out and do something else. Let's see. Is there anyone who can be raid? Oh great, it's you again. I can't believe this, right? So, I know that, like, we're a part of a Discord that tries to help people to, reach affiliate and stuff. And, like, there are people that I help off that are not on the Discord that I try to help out. And there's been several times that I've sent people raids, and then I go and see right now, this person has 27 views, but yet yesterday they openly admitted to using bots. And it's just like, I don't get it. I don't get it. So I feel like I wasted raids on helping people that ended up actually just using bots in the first place. And it just feels so, I feel bad. Who should we raid? I don't know. I have plenty of people online. Just do I wanna? You know what? We can raid. You can raid Germany. They're playing Divinity Original Sin 2, co-op actually. You can raid them, why not? I haven't raided them in a little bit. And it's also midday, so I have not been able to... A lot of people are on normally, so let me raid them. Cause yeah, after seeing... I can't believe I'm actually seeing someone that has 27 views and they just openly admitted to having bots. It's like, it's bots, like... Yeah, so I'm annoyed with that now. Thank you everyone for watching as always. I apologize for that little rant, but with that being said, have a good rest of the day, night, wherever you are, and I will see you all for the next stream.